Perfect. Then no, what really we stop here more or less. That's the idea. Is like it's really great to taste these two products because it's exactly the same wine, but really the only difference it's like here we stop the fermentation with the cold, and we make finally we finish the fermentation in the bottle, and here we finish the fermentation totally, but we finish the fermentation in amphoras. In one amphora that we have one amphora, and here we finish the fermentation in bottles. It means that the husk is inside, and we have the sparkling inside the ancestral. And here we finish the fermentation in amphora. It means that the gas go out. Okay, and we have a still wine, but really exactly the same.
Which fermentation you finished in amphora?
The first fermentation. It's like the idea is like, as I explained you, when we arrive here at the density of 1005, we stop the fermentation with cold. And here, when we arrive to 1005, we put the wine in the amphora.
Okay.
And then we ferment, and we finish the fermentation there, and we make some batonnage in this amphora with the yeast and everything. We make batonnage, and we directly bottling, and that's all.
这个其实也是就是30克的时候就让它冷却下来，然后它是放到陶瓮里面去，然后陶瓮里面，然后就让它发酵，可是就是让它气泡就出去了，就气泡就出去了，所以其实这两个就是一模一样，是一个有气泡，一个没气泡，然后剩下都一样。一个刻意把气泡放掉。对啊，很酷，而且是在陶瓮里面。哇。Wow, really? It's like she said it's like a guava.
Like a?
Guava.
Guava. What's that?
It's a fruit. Guava. Tropical fruit.
Oh. Okay.
It's like this. And some people
really?
It's like durians.
Like okay. Yeah.
Durian, like a tropical fruit as well.
Exactly. The idea of it's really that they are different, but really that the Malvasia, it has a lot of fruit. It's like it's very fruity. It has a lot of tropical things, a lot of, I don't know, it's really a great that it's incredible, really. The problem of Malvasia, I can explain you also a little bit of Malvasia if you want, but really the Malvasia is like, it's one thing that you will do when you will come eating to Catalonia another time. I will bring you to Sitges because now they start like a museum from Malvasia because Malvasia de Sitges it's like one of the most famous vineyards in Penedès, like 200 years ago. But people after the phylloxera avoid to plant any more Malvasia de Sitges. And why we do that? It's because it's really hard to work with the vineyard in the Malvasia. It's like you have a lot of work, you have a lot of vegetation, you have a lot of things to do, a lot of diseases. You have to be really careful. Really, you have to do a lot of things in the Malvasia vineyard. And finally, you will only have 3,000, 4,000 kilos per hectare, when normally with the Macabeo, Chalelo, or Parellada, you can have 8, 10, 12,000 kilos per hectare. Then people don't plant any Malvasia de Sitges, and really 20 years ago, it's really close, very close to be totally out, okay? But 20 years ago, it's only 1 hectare in the whole Penedès. There is only 1 hectare of Parellada, and there is, after from this 1 hectare, people start to plant it more and more and more, and now in Penedès region, we have like 50 hectares. 50 from 30,000. That is nothing.
50 from 30,000
hectares, yeah. In the Penedès region, we have 30,000 hectares of vineyard.
Okay.
And from these 30,000, 50 are Malvasia de Sitges.
Okay. 就是30,000有3万公顷，在Penedès有3万公顷葡萄园，但是其实只有 50,000 万公頃。对 ，30,000 跟 50,000。Again, how many in total? How many?
In total, in the PetNat region, we have 30,000 hectares.
And for Malvasia de Sitges?
Only 50.
啊，只有50。哦，只有50。对，只有50公顷。就是3万。
For example, in the PetNat region, we have that it's like unbelievable, but we have like 1,000 or 2,000 hectares of Chardonnay.
他们还有1000到2000公顷的 Chardonnay.
But we only have 50 of Malvasia de Sitges. That is really our best grape here.
他们在地很棒的一个品种，但是之前就是因为不好种，所以每个人都拔掉不种。然后好像就是刚刚讲20-30年前只有1公顷，然后都快要灭迹了。然后后来才开始就是复育，所以现在味道现在就50公顷，这样也是很少。对，马来西亚是确实。
But as you can see, it's a grape that is really give a lot of fruity things. But moreover, as you can feel in the grape juice too, because the grape juice that you have, it's Malvasia de Sitges from the same vintage of this. It means that you can taste the grape juice. After that, you can taste the wine, that it's exactly the same grape juice, but converted to wine. And you can taste the bubbles inside this grape juice, that it's the ancestral. That you have the 3 products is really Malvasia de Sitges 2019 from the same day. It's exactly the same thing, yeah? And Malvasia de Sitges, it have a lot of things in the nose and the mouth, but at the same time, it have a lot of acidity. It's really, it cleans the mouth always. And this is thanks that it's really an incredible grape, very hard to work, but really incredibly in the winery. It's incredible what you can do in the winery.
Very interesting. 那补充前面他有讲到那个咖啡，就是他们原本的那个大瓶是13000公斤，可以生产13000公斤1公顷，就很多就对了。1公顷就是很多，现在我们都可能4000而已。Yep.
Okay, then I'm not for the Malvasia, the ancestral. I'm for everything. I think that it's more or less you can understand. Right. And I don't know. Do you want to have? You have also other questions from other? Perhaps I think that the only wine that I don't talk from the ones that you have is the sweet wine.
Sweet wine.
I think that it's the one that
Those.
This wine.
Yeah, we haven't talked about it. Yeah.
I think that I don't know if you still have some in your.
Yeah, we have a lot.
Okay, perfect. Then the idea of the red, the idea.
Yeah.
Perfect. This is the sweet. It's like it's the only sweet wine that we have is this. That really we have the ancestral that it's have 8 grams per liter of sugar, but really 8 grams per liter of sugar for you and for me can be a little bit sweet, but for the standard people it's dry. Yeah. Because really, people believe that it's sweet when it's similar to Coca-Cola, that it's sweet. Yeah. And sweet, it's more or less between 80 and 100 grams per liter, not 8 grams per liter, okay? Really, for example, it happens a lot, it's typical in Germany, in the Germany market. They feel that less than 15 grams per liter of sugar, it's completely dry, okay? For me, it has a lot of sugar because really, I really like when it's driest, when it's completely dry, okay? But really for the common people or for the market, really people, the ancestral with 8 grams per liter or the Cava Brut, for them it's like dry, yeah? Then the idea, for the Negra, for the sweet, really here we have more or less 80 grams per liter of sugar. Okay, between 70, really 70, between 7, but I think it's something like 70 grams per liter of sugar, okay? And now I will explain the elaboration, okay? The idea is like here, what we do is like, we change, every year more or less, we change the vineyard, okay? And also we change the grape, but the idea is like every year, we choose one specific plot, one specific vineyard, and we maintain the grains there after the maduration. It means that we don't pick the grapes when they are good, we wait, because we look for over maturation, okay? We look for grapes that are not grapes. We look for raisins. It's like we look for driest grapes, okay? And it means that normally we make the harvest in September, and here we have to wait for 1 month more. Normally we pick these grapes after 1 month. It's more or less in October, okay?
Yeah. I'll translate. 就是这支酒，它其实是每一年很酷，它是每一年都很不一样的葡萄，不然那个葡萄园，他们都他们的啦。就是他们的酒庄没有错，可是它是有很多地块，就是它没有固定的品种，对，它就是每一个品种都可以收，但是它主要是找那种很像葡萄干的，就是已经很甜的，然后一般9月收，他们10月才会去收。
所以它是用晚采收，
晚采
算风干吗？
糖分集中的，
它没有特别用风去吹，它就是晚采。那应该也是会有风吹，所以它才会比较干。也是，然后自然蒸发也是。
它就没有再让它，比如说用晒的方式。
没有，就是晚收，就是挂在树上的。
Then we pick the grapes, but as you can think, if we normally pick, for example, for 1 hectare, you can pick normally, for example, from a negra, from a red wine, a grape, we can pick something like, I don't know, for example, 5,000–6,000 kilos per hectare, something like that, okay? Then when we pick that after 1 month, from this 5,000 kilos per hectare, we only pick 500 kilos. Yeah, it's like we lose 10% of the production, really. And moreover, when we put that to make the maceration, and if you think that really what you pick, it's really no water inside. It means that you crush it, but you don't have juice. Okay, really, it's like nectar, but it's really sugar. It's really you have. But the idea is like from a place that we can normally make like 4,000 liters, we will do 100 liters or 50 liters. Really, a lot less. Okay, but what we have, it's really a grape juice, really extremely concentrated of sugar and acidity and everything, okay? It means that more or less, when we pick the grapes, we have more or less 250 grams per liter of sugar in the grape juice, okay? 250, okay?
And sugar, grams per liter.
Grams per liter of sugar, yeah.
它采收完的时候，基本上做成果汁的时候有250克。光这样子非常甜的，然后之后就是这样，对，然后它找的都是比较好的葡萄干，所以那个产量是很少的，采下来这样压出来都很像 nectar， 就是蜜糖，其实就已经完收很多了，所以可能比如说4000公升，它就只能酿50公升的这种差别。
Then we have 250 grams per liter of sugar, yeah, this idea. And then more or less, as you may know, the yeast can convert the sugar to alcohol. But when the alcohol arrives to 14, really the yeasts start to be dead. It's like they cannot make, then when they, as you know, for example, for the Priorat also, when they arrive to 14, 14.5, 15 degrees of alcohol, they cannot make more fermentation, okay? Because it's really the medium, the alcohol, makes that the yeast cannot live inside the wine, okay? What does it mean? It's like, more or less, if you make this conversion, it's like, if we, here more or less, we have 14 degrees of alcohol. If you make the multiplication of 14 per 17 grams per liter of sugar, the idea is like, to make 1 gram of 1 degree of alcohol, we need 17 grams per liter of sugar, okay? Then if we make 10 degrees of alcohol, we will use 170 grams per liter of sugar, yeah? And if we arrive to 14, more or less, we need 200 or similar to 200 grams per liter of sugar, okay? Really the exact calculations and exactly numbers, really I have to make with the calculator and in the moment, okay? But the idea is like, from the beginning that we have or perhaps it's more like 300 grams per liter of sugar, then if we make 14 degrees of alcohol, we lose more or less 230, 240 grams per liter of sugar, and then from the 230 to 300, we still have 17 grams per liter of sugar remaining as natural sugar. Okay, it means that we don't add any alcohol, we don't add any sugar, we don't add anything. It's totally naturally from the grapes. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I have another question for you, but I will translate first.
Okay.
通常一公17克的糖可以转换成1度的酒精。
¿Tú tienes una calculadora, Inma?
如果是10的话，10度的酒精就是170。这个如果是14、15的话，差不多就是200。那其实葡萄酒到14、15就没有办法再发酵了，不管你有再度。对，所以其实那款酒其实就是说，它或许有300多克，但是它转成14、15之后停止发酵，它还剩下可能还有80左右，所以它就是完全是自己的甜，没有在另外掺。
所以它不是用加烈，
它也不是加烈，它也不算百分比，
那是自然的发酵，
自然发酵停止。
你说转成14、15就会停止发酵，
对，
终止发酵，
然后还会剩80多克。
对。I remember it's 12-degree alcohol, no? Or it's 15?
Where?
For the doors.
No, for the 4, it's 14.
14, oh, okay.
Mira, and now I have a calculator here.
Yeah.
The idea is like, we have more or less 14 degrees, yeah? And to make 14 degrees, we have to multiply 14 for 17. It means that we need 238 grams per liter of sugar. And moreover, we have finally 70. It means really, when we pick the grapes, we have 300 grams per liter of sugar, okay? It depends of the year. Sometimes we have 32, 30, 20, 320, 340, and sometimes we have 219, yeah? But more or less, that's the idea, okay?
Yeah, 300多，这个300多，就是采收下来是300多。And also for the Solera system that you.
Yeah, now we have the grape. We pick the grape. We make the fermentation, and after the fermentation, what we do? The idea is like we maintain that in a tank, okay? But what we do is like every year. No, in this moment we have 8 barrels with the Solera aging with the Solera, okay? It means that we have 8 barrels that we start with 2010, okay? And every year we bottle some parts, not all the barrel. We bottle maximum a half of the bottle, of a half of the barrel, okay? And we fill another time with this year. It means that we have 8,000. For example, we have 2,000 liters. Easy. We have 1,000 liters of Solera, okay? And the first year we bottle 500, and we put 500 liters from 2011, okay? In 2012, we extract 500 liters and we put 500 liters of 2012. In 2013, we extract 500 liters and we put 500 liters of 2013, okay? And that's the Solera system. What does it mean? Really, that means that always from now to when I will be dead, always we will have some wine from 2010, that is at the beginning of the Solera, inside the wine, okay? It's not a wine from 1 year. It's a wine with the Solera started in 2010. Yeah? In chestnut tree casks, exactly.
OK，
Yeah.
它酒的做法很特别，它是它就是始于2010年嘛，然后它因为在传统学历的Solera就是拿一点点，然后放到下一个年份，下一个年再放到下一个年份这样。那它是一样的做法，只是它是就只有8个桶诶，它就是这样做，所以永远横的，对，它应该没有特别去叠它啦，对，所以它就是永远，就是他说直到他死的那一天，就是这个酒都会有来自2010年的酒，对，然后他就是用那个 chestnut 就是栎木起来，对，大型的栎木桶去 去做。栎木也比较是加太容易和木头，一般举例是用美国橡木。Yep.
But there is also a problem in the idea of legal problem is that really the word solera is specific for the wines of Jerez. Yeah, it's sherry. And really we cannot put the word solera because finally it's like they say that we cannot use the word solera. It's a solera, but we cannot use that in the labeling. Okay, it's as easy as that because really the word solera is preserved only for the sherry wines.
Understand. 就是因为索雷拉这个字只有雪莉那个才能用，所以他们用索雷拉。
但是如果那应该是翻译关系，还是说也会是对啊，还是说会像比如说那个气泡的那种什么大炒法什么的，它只要加上 Suriol method 就可以是，比如说是有这个字吗？我记得我到现在没看过。
气泡没有索雷拉？
不是，我是说气泡他们不是会有一个什么 traditional method， 然后这个就是代表你是传统法酿造什么干嘛？对，但是 Suriol 它好像翻译会有，就是用 Suriol 的方式，像比如说意大利的 grappa 什么干嘛，他们其实现在很多用 Suriol 的方式教育，就是一年就是天桶半桶这样子。
不能写酒标上，酒标都不行写，你就看酒标都不行，那其他都是
不是我的意思是有这个字吗？比如说 Suriol method。
比较不会用索雷拉 method，
就是索雷拉
system， 比较常会用 system， 对。
但是酒标上能上索雷拉就还是只有雪莉。
对。
With also the legal things, it's a little bit strange and confusing because, for example, you cannot put Brut Natural in a word in cava, but you can find all over the world cavas with Brut Natural. It means really. It's not, you cannot use that, but at the same time in the country here, in your country, you can use that. Then if the product is not, you cannot sell the product here, you sell the product abroad, people put this word and really, it's a little bit confusing finally, because there is a lot of reglementation and a lot of things, but also sometimes you find things that are not correct really in the market, yeah? But yeah.
我等一下回家确认一下，因为我们之前买的意大利的那个 grappa， 它是用 Suriol 教育过桶 ，Suriol 方式教育过桶，但是它酒标上好像就有上Suriol。哦。对。
就看能力会不会被抓，
然后对，我回家确认一下，因为我记得那个酒标上是有的，因为那个酒庄它出的 grappa 只有1-2款是用 Suriol system 下去，就是做过桶陈年的方式。我记得它好像就是特定的1-2款上面的，
说不定它是。
对，我等一下回家确认一下。
Yeah, Aziz, later I have an interview, so maybe you guys could continue. Well, maybe or we will today we'll have only another 20 minutes to go. I don't know if it's okay for you.
Yeah, but I think that if you want, really, I can walk a little bit. I think it's more or less for the products. I explain you everything. If you want, I can walk a little bit and show you the place.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah.
That's.
Then, I don't know how it will work. Finally, everything. But the idea is like here. It's like when I was now making the meeting with you, it's the shop, yeah. It's the place where we make. Here is like we have all the wines and everything, and now it's also we open like a wine bar here. It means that people can come here, make a glass of cava, and they can make the glass inside this room with some all what we do is organic food too, but also you can make they can stay here. We put this like a chill out for people. They can drink a glass of cava here, or they can also go to the vineyard to drink the cava or the glass or make something there. Yeah.
And that is.
Can you hear more or less?
old place for receiving grapes, right?
Yeah. The idea is like we live here. Yeah. That's where we live. This is my father, Francesc.
Hey.
Hombre, eating.
Hey,
¿Cómo va?
Hola.
Me ha puesto. A ver, dime.
¿Qué tal? Hola.
Muy bien. ¿Cómo están tus padres?
Muy bien. Os echo de menos.
Está pendiente de volver la visita, ¿eh? Han de venir, a ver si se lo recuerdas y a ver si vienen por aquí. Ahora que la cosa empieza a estar un poco más tranquila.
Ok.
¿De acuerdo?
De acuerdo. Muchísimas gracias.
Muy bien. Muy feliz de verte otra vez. Venga, a ver si vienes pronto. Adiós, Iti.
Adiós. Oh.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
There. Here is the place where we live. Okay, and the idea is like I don't know if you can see a little bit. Okay. Here, I don't know if the communication will be broken or not, but here is where we make the wines. 30 years ago, we made the wines here. Okay. This is with the barrels. And the idea, as I explained you, is like one of the main ideas of our projects that we want to live here. We want to be farmers living here. And then what we do is also we divided the house now, and we have a part of the house is for tourism, and the other part is for us, for living, okay? And here, I think that I can show you here. Here, really, it's the place where it starts everything. Really, the idea is like here is where we bring the grapes, really here. We bring the grapes here, and we open this like a door, and we put the grapes here, and it starts everything, okay? And here, eating, as you can show them, it's like here, it's the farmhouse, that's the farmhouse. And here is the winery, yeah? The idea is like more or less 30 years ago, is when my fathers make this new building, yeah? And to make the wine inside this building, okay? And the idea is like, if you want to grow a little bit or make the things in a good way, it's very difficult to make that inside the farmhouse, okay? That's why like 30 years ago, my father really decided to make a new winery, okay? From us, but it's like, here it's also, some people have a glass of wine here, okay? And because they have also these really nice views from Penedès. Now you can see, this is the main line from Penedès, all of this. And here we have some hills. Really, the Penedès is really, you have small hills, and really it's plain, but it's really not plain. You have a lot of hills, small hills. And here you have, this is the mountain when it finishes Penedès, more or less, okay? Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And now I will go to the winery. Really.
等我20分钟、15分钟，就瞄一下。
Yeah?
Yeah? No, it's fine.
Perfect. Here, the idea is like my father, when he decided to make the new winery, he put like the new technology, like the new tanks, new things, and also cold machines and all the things. But at the same time, they keep the traditional knowledge of using concrete tanks under the floor. Yeah. Here, as I don't know if you can see it, but here, these are the traditional tanks. Yeah. Can you hear? Can you see something?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Really, these kind of tanks are really important for our wines because it's like our signature of the wines, because we feel that it's really what it gives the soul of the traditional knowledge and the traditional way to make wines here in our place. Because really this kind of tanks, it's the same tanks that we have in the farmhouse for centuries, okay? And moreover, that concrete tanks or the tanks under the floor, it doesn't have electric charges, as I explained. It has more constant temperature, and moreover, it's really great for the oxygen also, because the wines can breathe, and really it's great if you want to make great wines without mask the wine with barrel and keeping the fruity, yeah? And really this part from here to there, it's the new project that we do in 2011. It's when we make this new building, okay, here. The idea is like, this is the new winery, okay? That we continue with smaller tanks, and also we keep the same idea of making concrete tanks under the floor, yeah? And then here also you can see the chestnut barrels, the chestnut tree casks, okay? These are the chestnut tree casks, okay? There we have the laboratory, and here is where I explain that we start everything, yeah? Here is the place and the machines that only works for 1 month. This part working for 1 month during the here everything and during the whole, okay? And for example, here also you have the amphora too. The only amphora that we have is
this is the amphora, no? This is the amphora you use.
And we make this amphora. Really, the idea is that we really don't want to make wines in amphora, but the idea is like when we make the tunnel from our cava, we extract a lot of argilla, a lot of clay, and then we bring that to an artisan here, and they make this amphora from our own clay. Okay, it means that it's amphora. This amphora is made from our own soil from here. Okay. And here I can show you too. This is the pressure machine. This is, I don't know if you can see that here. This is the pressure machine. Yeah. Here it's very important. One moment. Sorry, you have to see the sky for a moment. Okay. Here now it's where we put all the grapes. Yeah. Now you are in the place where we put the grapes to extract all the grape juice. Yeah.
Yeah.
We put the grapes here inside this pressure machine. We press it, and we extract only the grape juice. The perfect. It's like a great grape juice. And after that, after pressing, everything goes down to this machine, to this tractor, to this track, and we bring all the rubbish to the fields, okay? Because it's finally it has a lot of nutrients to give to our soil, okay? And here we have like this plant. This is Malvasia Sitges. This planted, these vineyards, these 3 vineyards that we have here, it's Malvasia Sitges. And as you can see, you have a lot of vegetation, a lot. Here you have a dragon. You have a lot of vegetation, but really you have like 3, it's like almost nothing of grapes, really very, very few grapes, yeah? You have a lot of vegetation and 1 grape here, yeah? It's really, and you will find more, but perhaps we have a lot of vegetation and only like 1 kilo, or really very, very, okay? And here, now I am arriving to the vineyard, one of our vineyards, and here, one of the problems of the year is that we are in a drought since September to now. It only rains 200 liters per hectare, but it's really nothing. And really, as you can see here, we start to have some part of the vegetation, yeah, that becomes dead, yeah. You can see here that it's more like yellow, yeah. This is because it's not rain. This is close to the rain, okay? And as you can see, we always try to avoid the wheat in the here, okay? But we always have plants in the middle of the row, okay? All the time, all the year around, okay? Because with the idea of looking for biodiversity, for looking for a lot of plants and a lot of things here to have more biodiversity finally, okay? And less diseases. But here we pass all the year because really it's what maintains really the water for the vines finally here, yeah? Yeah. This vineyard, it's call it Mas Roussel, and it's a vineyard that we used to make sang de drac, okay? It's a vineyard from Ull de Llebre. Yeah?
Yeah. Assis, we only have 5 minutes to cut the Zoom.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that it's more or less. What do you want? Do you want to see more things? Perhaps I can show you. I don't know. It depends of the connection too. But I will show you the barrels, the place where we age the for example, the Solera and other like sang de drac.
Okay.
But here the connection is really different. And here it's where we label everything. Here it's the label machine, only for the wines here, okay? For the cavas, we have another place to label the cavas. Here we have the wines in stock, okay? Waiting for the eating order.
Okay.
Here we have the different wines because the idea is like we bottle the wine, but we don't put the label. We put the label specific for each market and 20 different countries all over the world. And if we Google, but with the back label, we change it, okay? And that's why we put here. And there you have the barrels. These are the place where we have the Solera and the sang de drac aging. Yeah, can you see more or less a little bit?
Yes, more or less, yes.
The problem is that we have more barrels after that, but the problem is that there is no communication there.
Yeah.
It's impossible because it's like you are really under the soil and it's really impossible. Yeah, then I don't know. I don't know if someone have a question or a doubt. A lot of things. I suppose that's a lot of things, but I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of things. We will rewatch this video again and again to digest. Yeah.
Okay, great. And but as you know, it really thank you very much for your job, Eating. But for us, it's a pleasure to communicate what we are doing, to explain the project, and really to I don't know. Finally, you are part of our project. You and your I don't know, your people that is surrounding you. Then if you have anything, any question, any doubt, just WhatsApp me or just send me an email, and it's a pleasure to answer you.
Thank you for today, and please say hi for all your family and you take care.
Okay. Then I will say goodbye to you with the nice news from the vineyards.
Then let us take a picture together, no? Hey. Okay, Assis. Bye bye.
Goodbye.